Glad to have you with us from Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. Saturday afternoons, the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Boilermakers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Deep in the end zone, it's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The give to the left side. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Sells to fake. Left side is Young. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And it's the Roadrunners. Will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. All right, guys, let's take just a second here and talk about UTSA. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ball game?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff for Jerry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run him again. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see this more and more in practice all the time. Everyone practicing one-handed catches ad nauseum, just going up, trying to snag it. Practice paid off for sure.
And the Roadrunners can really attack on this 2nd and short. The snap sets up to throw. Out wide left, it's Young. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Trying to slip through and pick it up. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Sells to run, looking to pass. Left side is Gibson. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Gets the back moving. Got some green grass. And he's brought down after a short gain. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Here's a give to Gibson. Got the first down. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Long way to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22.
Back to throw, it's Berry. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Might as well give it to him again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On play action. Working that left side now. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Berry. Rush is on. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Boilermakers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Here we go. Ready, set.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? The fake wants to throw. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Gibson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. They'll go to the counter. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the Washington State Cougars.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29 and a solid return there. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Tells the run, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man across the middle. Dragged down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff for Jarrett. They were all over it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Berry. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Watson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Gibson one more time. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
First down, Purdue.
The Boilermakers are rolling down the field.
Here we go. Ready.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's a give to Gibson. They put the brakes on him.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On the draw, it's Gibson. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Berry. On target to the left. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass.
Number 35, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
First and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down.
Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they've tried it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On the run, it's Terrell. Got enough for the first down. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards and they'll move the chains. That's the end of the period and Purdue has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Handoff for Jarrett. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Huffman. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Gibson. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gibson again. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback signaling to his guys. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he's in! Touchdown, Purdue! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quick give. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Sells the run, looking to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Makes the grab in their space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And it's the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Second down.
Second and long here. He wants to throw it again. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Trying to establish the run. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And You knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Selling the fake. Look out! And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. The old coaching cliche, go play or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes.